as fun as that was, I'm telling you, the fun is just beginning. So at this point, you're going to need to collect a few more supplies. What you're going to do is grab some paper. It almost doesn't matter what kind, but plain old copy paper is great. If you have special art paper like we have at school that you can paint on, it's going to be thicker. It'll be harder to do the rubbing with, but you'll have some options afterwards for painting that you aren't going to really have with just copy paper. But let's get some copy paper. Let's get some crayons. In fact, broken, unwanted, unloved crayons without a wrapper, your naked crayons. These are perfect for this project. And if you have special art paper or you want to experiment with copy paper and see if you can't get away with some painting, all you need for painting are water-soluble markers. So Crayola works, any water-based marker will work. And then of course get you a paintbrush and some water. All right, so grab some copy paper, lay it on top of your printing plate, and grab a naked crayon. For this first one, I'm just going to use black because it shows up well on the camera and I can see what my design looks like. So technically this is a rubbing, not a printing, because again, we're not going to go through the whole step of varnishing our plates and rolling them out with paint like we do at school when we do printmaking. We don't have all that stuff at home. So you're going to do a rubbing instead, which is totally fun and you have tons of options. Now, what's the important thing about your paper situation when you're doing a rubbing? What happens if I lift up this hand and this paper shifts? What's going to happen to the rest of my rubbing? That's exactly right. It's going to be off. So anytime you need to move your hand, you're going to keep the paper exactly where it was. Don't let the paper move. Shift your hand and then continue coloring. So this is going to be the tricky part. The good news, oops, see, like mine just shifted. Oh, I wonder if I can line it back up. The good news is if you mess up, your printing plate's not going to go anywhere. You can try it again with another piece of paper. Now I got it lined up pretty well, so. Oh, this is so cool. So this was just my example with the shapes, and I'll show you some other ideas. Well, you've probably already seen them because I put them in the video. Yes, I love that. That is so cool. All right, so that's just plain copy paper and a black crayon. And if you really want to get crazy, you could do multiple different colors of crayons in different sections. Just be careful, keep that paper where it is. All right, so, oh, I'm thrilled with that. I love that. Let me give you some more options. So that's what came out of this printing plate. Here's the spaceship idea. This was a lot of fun. Here it is on copy paper. Here's my printing plate. Pretty simple shapes. I got a little Martian here. And I used some of the special art paper that we have at school to do a rubbing, and the rubbing didn't turn out as clear as you can see, but I was able to use markers, my marker and water on paintbrush trick to kind of zhuzh it up. So let me walk you through this process. All right. For those of you looking for a cool thing to do for your moms, I did a flower one for Mother's Day. And again, not as tidy as the copy paper, but I wanted to use special art paper and some markers and see how it will turn out. So any water-soluble marker will do. And you kind of have two options. You can trace, which is what I'm going to do here. And I think I'll do all of these the same just to see how it turns out. You will notice that the crayon will resist any liquid you put on top of it, which is really cool. I think I'll make one of these flowers yellow because I like yellow. My poor yellow marker is dying because I use yellow all the time. Why don't we have some green in here? Why don't we make that yellow one different for kicks? Again, I'm just doing a rough trace. Let's see if we've got a different green. It's not really green. Aha! Ooh, I like that green. Okay, so here comes the cool water trick. You just need a cup of water and a paintbrush. So I get some water on my paintbrush. And I'm going to apply water to the, we're out of focus here, to the marker, and look at that, it picks up the pigment and the crayon is resisting it. So cool. Kind of gives it a halo. So you can go crazy with this. All right, I'm gonna finish putting water on this. You can see the final result. Great option for those of you who have painting supplies at home or markers at home. And again, you can try this out on regular copy paper. For me, it didn't turn out as well, but it's still fun to do. Here's one last idea I had. Since we're all stuck at home, I thought, I'm gonna do some houses. And I just love how they turned out. So this can be another thing to inspire you. And again, I'm using black crayon, but you got a whole box of crayons. Use them. Use your favorite colors. I mean, you could even do your Collagraph rubbing and then come back with markers or Sharpies or crayons and use it to color. The possibilities are endless. And the really cool thing is, you've got your printing plate. So if you want to do one in every color, you could if you want. And I just think that is so cool. Or even just a little part of it, and then you could turn it into a bigger piece. In fact, I might do that and take a picture. So really get creative, get inspired. This is part 2. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. I feel like I say that every week, but I really mean it, guys. You have the coolest ideas, and then I get an idea from you that I turn into an art piece, and you get an idea from me. This is what's awesome about art. So send me a picture on Canvas, Facebook, email, have your parents send me a picture, and just knock yourselves out. Have some fun. All right, until next time, challenge is on.